back to social psychology, and I'm so excited for today's video because you know what? I think it's gonna rock.
Psychology does rock, and so does Dr. Kristian Veit, who goes the extra mile when creating asynchronous lectures for his students, starting each video with a different persona that he connects to his lecture. Now, some of us, including me, often wonder just how many of our students are actually viewing the lectures that we take time to record and post. Well, you can imagine that all of Dr. Veit's students are logging on to see his lectures. Now, this approach works for Kristian because it fits his personality, harmonizes with that same sense of humor that his students see on ground. Your online instruction, well, it's not going to be like Kristian's because your personality and style is different than his. Your academic discipline is different than his. But what all of us share in common with Kristian, however, is the metaphor that he used to describe what this online conversion process has felt like for him.
The word I would use is turbulent. When I think about turbulent waters, I think about waters that can be stirred, waters that have probably some whitecaps on them, water that at times can be calm, water that at times can be somewhat dangerous and overwhelming. Me as an individual, I can go up and down depending on perhaps the day or the moment. And to solve that, I put some boundaries around the news. I'm very, very careful about setting my expectations too high. Very, very, very careful to take my breaks when I need to make sure that I'm getting my sleep. So doing self-care and being smart about my work, backing off a little bit, also giving myself a ton of freedom and grace.
If you are a perfectionist or you've got a strong need to be in control, this is going to be really difficult for you. As Kristian reminds us, we probably will not be able to do our very best work. But as each week passes, we may feel more freed up to do what we feel is most important for our students.
My hours, they are longer. My work is less effective. I like being in my office. I don't enjoy working from my bedroom on a laptop. My office is a very comfortable place. This is really not about designing the perfect online course. This is essentially triage. And whatever we can do here in the moment, as much as we can do, we do that. But there also comes a point in time where you have to unplug, or you have to stop, or you have to take care of yourself. Now I'm settling into a little bit of a rhythm. I'm working longer hours, but I have a better feel for what's going on. I'm settling into it. And for that reason, I feel like I've been able to do more this week with or for my students. So I've had more meetings just to hang out, to talk about class content, to have some study skills sessions with students who feel like they're not doing as well. And then, of course, I've had my first class meetings on Zoom today. Our model, our master, our Lord Jesus was phenomenal at caring for people. And so in this regard, we have an incredible opportunity, especially for our non-believing students, to be the hands and feet of Christ as we become salt and light towards students who also at some level are having a difficult time either making this transition or with this virus.
You want to see a few more tiny bits of Kristian's lectures? Just make sure you're sitting down for these because, well, wow.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. Wanted to talk to you a little bit more about chapter 5. Actually, today we're going to finish the persuasion. Well, hello everybody and welcome to our living room. I have 3 guest lecturers here with me today. On my right is Miss Kylie Veit. On my left is Miss Bailey Veit. And on my left is Miss Kirby Veit. And Kirby, why are we dressed the way that we are?
Because it's a hot topic.
This is a hot topic indeed. Welcome back to IO Psychology. Today's topic is organizational commitment. This is what we're going to start out with. Now, organizational commitment is a lot like job satisfaction. Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to wrestle with the topic of reducing aggression. We're going to finish the chapter, but we first have to get a hold on a couple of ideas. The first one we're going to wrestle.
In doing these videos, I guess the vision is that I wanted to maintain regular contact with my students to indicate to them that I have not disappeared. I am still here. If word gets out that I do something a little bit different in each of these videos, then maybe students are more likely to click on the link knowing I just have to look at this and see what he's up to. And then what have I done? I trick people into watching my videos.
And lastly, you can imagine that with all the videos he makes, surely Kristian has a blooper reel, right? We hope so. He does. You'll be able to relate to this. We all have that one colleague who's just a little bit, well, unpredictable.
Well, good afternoon or maybe good morning, everybody. Depending on when you're watching this video, it is me today and my coworker, Ringo. Just a few weeks ago, I was working alongside Dr. Gasson, Dr. Adams, Dr. Smith. Now it's him. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about aggression, and specifically talking about causes of aggression. Yesterday we talked about the ideas of discomfort, heat, humidity, air pollution. Oh my word.
I don't know, just what do you do? I think the video itself is just a really good metaphor for how this whole thing is going. And, I think it's one of those things where I'm doing my best. I'm not fully in control. There are some unexpected surprises, and the only way you're going to make it out of this healthy is to laugh.